What's going on, guys? Nick Foy here with FoyGolfAcademy.com. Today we're going to talk about 3 different pitch shots you can hit, covering some of the basics. So this is chipping 101. Now I've got a 60-degree wedge here, and I'm going to be hitting the 3 different shots with the 60 degrees. So you can see that it doesn't matter what club you use, you can still hit these different shots with the same club. Now, one strategy that might be more beneficial, however, is on the low run shots that you want to get on the green quicker and roll. You might want to use a more de-lofted club, like a pitching wedge, a 9-iron, an 8-iron. And then on some of the higher shots, then you can use the more lofted wedges, like your 60 degree or like your 56 degree. But today, I'm going to show you how to hit all 3 shots using your 60 degree wedge, so you can get good with one club in your bag before you start practicing with other clubs. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a golf ball here on the fringe, and we're going to start off with just the basic normal trajectory shot. So normal trajectory meaning this ball is going to climb about mid-level in the air, and then it's going to land middle of the green, and then it's going to roll out to the end of the green. Now the other 2 types of shots are going to be the low shot, where we get the ball on the green pretty early. We pop it on somewhere a few feet onto the green, and then it rolls the rest of the way onto the green down to the hole. And then the last shot we're going to show you today is the flop shot. That's hitting a high trajectory shot where that ball is going to go up into the air pretty high. It's going to come down and land over there right next to the hole, and it's going to have some spin. It's going to help stop the golf ball quickly so that it doesn't keep rolling off the green, since it already flew all the way to the hole. So starting with the normal trajectory shot, what we're going to do is put it more towards the middle of our stance. So I'm going to take my stance set up here. Then I'm going to have the ball just slightly forward of center so that we can catch it with a little bit of an upswing, and this is going to kind of get some lift on it, and then we're going to watch how it checks up. So I'm just going to aim kind of out here in the middle of the green. I'm not necessarily going at a hole right now. I'm just going to show you how to hit the right ball flight and land it kind of in the center of the green. Alright, so that one again came out kind of middle ball flight. Now let's move on to the bump and run. So the bump and run, in order to help get the club to close the face a little bit, what we're going to do is we're going to take the shaft angle, and when we set up to the golf ball, normally we've got the ground where the club has its normal default angle that it sits based on how the club's designed. Now we're going to kind of lean that shaft forward a little bit. When we lean the shaft forward, it's going to start to close the face a little bit, and this is going to create more of a de-lofted shot, which is going to have the ball come out lower and not give it that pop that shoots it higher into the air. So it's going to actually hit it lower instead. So what we're going to do also is we're going to move the ball back into our stance more, kind of off that back leg here, and this is also going to help us kind of strike the ball on a descending blow as the club's coming down to the ball, so we can get crisper contact and not chunk the shot. If we had it more in the middle of our stance and we tried to come down at a steeper angle, we might hit back here behind the ball and chunk the ball. So now all we're doing is moving the ball back to where our club naturally wants to come down and hit the ground, and that's going to give us that solid, crisp contact that's going to help the ball get onto the green and start rolling and not have a chunked golf shot. So I'm going to go ahead and set up to the shot here, put it back in my stance, let my club sit normally as it would. Then I'm going to start to lean that club shaft forward to get the club face to shut, and then I'm just going to take the club back kind of low, and we're just going to kind of come back into it also at a little bit of an angle, kind of chop at it, watch it get on the green and roll. Alright, so that one came scooting out pretty low, landed on the green, and then it took off rolling. Alright, so the last shot here is going to be the flop shot. So for this one, we're going to open the club face up more and move it up to the front of our stance, kind of the opposite of what we just did with the low shot. So this time, we're going to make sure that the shaft, if it normally would be sitting slight angle forward, we're going to kind of pull the shaft back a little bit so it's more vertical, and then we're going to have the face kind of turn open a little bit to flatten the face out so that the loft increases on the club face, and that's going to help pop the ball up. Now we're going to move it more forward in our stance as well, so that we can kind of catch it on kind of an upswing, and that's going to help lift that golf ball up into the air as well. Alright, so that shot you can see there went up in the air a lot higher than the previous shots, and then as soon as it landed, it had a lot of backspin, and that stopped the ball pretty quickly, so it didn't keep on rolling off the green. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Share this channel with a friend who plays golf. Let's get more people into the game, learning how to play golf,
and it'll be more fun for you and your friends if you guys can go out and play better rounds of golf after implementing these different tips in these videos. So I appreciate you being here, giving me some time to watch today's tips and lessons. You can find more about our training programs, our drills, our different practice plans that we have available for golfers to utilize at FoyGolfAcademy.com, which will be linked below in this YouTube video.